Welcome to Iris Street Renovation Week 203. This week I do some fun wiring projects in the sunroom and the garage, adding a power over Ethernet security camera and some fancy lighting. Let's check it out. This week starts off with a ridiculous project, adding more lights to the sunroom. I know, the room already has 8 can lights, but hear me out. These can lights are fine, but they don't provide soft, warm, directional, architectural lighting. Say you're reading a book in the evening and want cozier lighting. The can lights will allow you to see, but they won't give the cozy vibe of architectural lights, which is why I'm installing some. With the garage workshop down to the studs, I have a rare opportunity to add some lights to the sunroom with ease. After marking each location carefully with my laser line and a pencil, I drill holes for the gimbal lights and start running wire. Because I can, I'm running each row of lights to a different dimmer switch for maximum customizability. This back row of lights is the hardest to wire as it's at the lowest point in the roof, but thankfully I was wearing this tank top to protect my arms while I fished wire through the fiberglass in the attic. I only got the first row installed tonight, but check these out. They're running at max brightness since I don't have the dimmer installed yet, but I can already tell they're going to be awesome. On Saturday, I caught a bike ride with my friend Ari from Breckenridge to Vale and back to Breck again. It was freezing cold before the sun came out, but before long, it turned into a beautiful autumn day. You just can't beat fall in the Colorado mountains. In the evening, you know it, baby, more lights. And look, sleeves that protect my arms this time. After drilling the holes, I assembly line the gang box prep. Once the conduit clamp connectors are installed, the rest of the job is as easy as connecting the Romex and installing the lights. Before the ceiling drywall can go up in the garage, I want to install this security camera over the garage door. It's a Ring camera, the same brand as my doorbell, but this model is special because it can be powered over an Ethernet cable, which means I'll never have to worry about batteries dying, and I won't have to worry about the Wi-Fi signal going out. I'm cutting a hole in the drywall in the sunroom because there's actually a secret compartment back here. This is an old doorway, and there's actually about 12 inches of space behind the drywall. I didn't want to waste that space, so I added an outlet back here because I knew this would make an awesome hidden networking hub. There's an Ethernet line connecting to my main switch in the basement, so I can install this special power over Ethernet switch here, which can provide up to 48 volts of power to any security cameras I want to install upstairs. It's not much, but this little access hatch will allow me to add security cameras and network jacks down the road if I ever have a need for more. Maybe I can hide some other cool stuff in here too, but I'll leave that for another video. On Monday, I'm running the Ethernet cord from the garage to the access panel for the new Ring security camera. So far, it's just one wire to the main switch in the basement and one wire to the security camera. I'll hook the others up later when I have more time. In the garage, I snake the remaining cable through the joist towards the door. I drill a hole in the soffit for the cable and wire everything up. I'll apply some silicone sealant to the Ethernet hole, but for now, this project is a success. On Tuesday, I start running electrical wire. This orange 10 gauge cable is for a 30 amp 240 volt circuit, which will power a 3 horsepower dust collector down the road. Next, I'm running 6 gauge THHN wire, which can power an electric car charger up to 65 amps at 240 volts. With everything neatly wired in the load center, these 2 big runs are complete. I had enough extra wire for both circuits to run a secondary line up and over the joist to the opposite side of the garage. This is actually really nice because I'm not sure which side of the garage I'll want the dust collector on and which side I'll want the electric car charger on. With a gang box for each on both sides, I don't have to choose now, which is a nice peace of mind. That's a wrap for week 203. Thanks for tuning in, and until next week, happy renovating.